Hi everyone. Look at me. If you are approaching retirement or you are already there, and maybe you are working a part-time job or an hourly gig to keep busy and supplement your social security, you need to pay close attention to what I am about to say. Because the financial world is changing fast, and there is a new name popping up on pay stubs and in employee break rooms everywhere. It is called ZayZoon. Now, you might have heard someone younger at work talking about it, or maybe your employer just handed you a pamphlet saying you can now get paid daily. And immediately, your alarm bells went off, didn't they? You thought, wait a minute, is this a scam? Is this a payday loan in disguise trying to trap me? Is this going to mess up my taxes or my social security benefits? I know the fear. I know the absolute terror of feeling like someone is trying to take advantage of your hard-earned money when you are on a fixed or limited income. You have spent a lifetime protecting your nest egg, and you cannot afford a single mistake now. So let's break this down together, completely bare, with no sugarcoating, so you understand exactly what ZayZoon is, how it works, and whether you should touch it with a 10-foot pole. First, let's answer the ultimate question: what is ZayZoon? ZayZoon is a platform that offers something called Earned Wage Access, or EWA. That is just a fancy corporate term for on-demand pay. Now, I want you to understand the difference between this and a loan, because this is where everyone gets confused. A payday loan is when a lender gives you money you have not yet made, and they charge you an arm and a leg in astronomical interest rates, sometimes 300 or 400%, to borrow against your future. That is a financial death trap, and you know how I feel about debt. I hate it. ZayZoon is fundamentally different in how it gets the money, but you still have to be careful. With ZayZoon, you are accessing money you have already worked for and earned, but your employer hasn't paid you yet because payday is still a week or two away. Let's say it's Tuesday. You have already worked 20 hours this week. You have technically earned that money, but it's sitting in your employer's payroll system until the next official payday. ZayZoon integrates directly with your company's payroll software. It looks at the hours you clock in, calculates what you've earned so far after taxes, and allows you to pull out a portion of that cash, usually up to 50%, instantly. Then, when the actual payday rolls around, your employer automatically deducts whatever you took out from your paycheck and gives it back to ZayZoon, and you get the remaining balance. Let's address the heavy psychological burden here: the fear. If you are working in your 60s or 70s, you might be dealing with an unexpected emergency. Maybe your car broke down and you need to get to work, or maybe a medical copay popped up and you don't have the cash in your checking account right this second, and your social security check doesn't drop until the third Wednesday of the month. The fear of an overdraft fee from your bank, which can be $35 or more for a single mistake, is real. The fear of a late fee on your electric bill is real. In those exact moments of crisis, using a tool like ZayZoon to access $50 of your own earned money for a flat $5 fee, or for free on a prepaid card, is a million times better than bouncing a check, risking an overdraft, or, God forbid, walking into a predatory payday loan shop. But here is where you must be honest with yourself. Why are you short on cash? Is it a one-time emergency, like a broken pipe or a flat tire? Or is it because your monthly expenses are simply higher than the money you have coming in? If it is a structural problem with your lifestyle, ZayZoon will not save you. It will only push the crisis down the road. If you take $100 out of this week's pay, your actual paycheck next week is going to be $100 short. What are you going to do then? You are going to be forced to use ZayZoon again and again and again. You will create a habit of living on money you haven't technically received yet, and that is a dangerous, slippery slope that creates severe financial anxiety. Let's answer another massive question that I know is worrying you. Will this affect your taxes, your W-2, or your Social Security retirement benefits? The short answer is no. Because ZayZoon is not adding to your income, it is just changing the calendar day you receive it. If you earn $15 an hour and work 20 hours, you made $300. Whether you take half of it on Tuesday through ZayZoon or wait until Friday to get the whole thing from your employer, your total income reported to the IRS and the Social Security Administration remains exactly the same. It does not complicate your tax filing at all. Your W-2 at the end of the year will look identical. So, what is the ultimate, actionable takeaway here? I want you to look at ZayZoon as a financial spare tire. If you have a flat tire on the highway, you are incredibly grateful to have that spare tire in the trunk so you can get to the mechanic safely. It solves an immediate problem. But you do not drive on a spare tire for 3 months. It is not designed for permanent use. If your employer offers ZayZoon, go ahead and download the app so it is set up and ready, just in case. It costs nothing to have the account sitting there dormant. If an absolute emergency hits, use it strategically. Choose the fee-free options if you can, like the gift cards for your groceries or the prepaid card, to protect every single penny of your wealth. But if you find yourself logging into that app every single week just to buy everyday items, I need you to pause, sit down at the kitchen table, and look at your budget. You have worked too hard for too many decades to let poor cash flow habits steal the peace you deserve in your retirement years. Use technology to your advantage when necessary, but never let it become a crutch that replaces good old-fashioned financial discipline. You can do this, you're in control of your money, and you have the power to protect your financial future.